Hi guys, welcome to our channel, welcome back to our channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a review of the Jeffree Star brush set, the second collection from Morphe, as well as the Mmmmitchell palette that has recently been dropped in collaboration with Beauty Bay. I'm so excited to try these because the first collection from Morphe with the Jeffree Star brush set I wasn't really impressed with because of the quality. I have some here. The quality of this, it's very AliExpress, it's very B-Tech, it's very eBay. So I wasn't really impressed with these kind of brushes, but they recently dropped these brushes, which are eye brushes, and I'm really obsessed with the component because it's pink and pink is my favourite colour. So yeah, I'm really excited to try these because I did try the first drop of eye brushes. Well, like he dropped two with the base collection, and honestly, these are one of the best brushes I have ever used. I'm not going to lie. Just so soft on the eyelid. So I'm really excited to try that, as well as the... Oh, it's falling. The Mmmmitchell palette. I'm really excited. I got this in the post yesterday. I couldn't play with it because I had work, but look at that. I'm so excited. As well as you get the double-sided mirror. I wish that this was more magnified on one side. Oh, is it? I don't think so. I don't think it's magnified on one side. But yeah, I'm definitely really excited to try this out. Without further ado, let's get started on this first impressions. With the Mmmmitchell X Beauty Bay palette, you get 8 shimmer shades as well as 22 pigments. That took a while. So that's what you get in the palette. Now, one gripe that I already have with this palette upon first impressions is I like the way it's set out. I really do like the packaging, but you let it go and the mirror falls out. It's supposed to be magnetized, but the magnets aren't that strong, and if you don't want to keep the mirror in it when you're traveling, you have a little bit of a dip, which isn't really safe and won't protect your pigments, your eyeshadows, when you are traveling. You hold it up and it's already falling off. So that is definitely one gripe that I do have with this palette upon first impressions, but that's not really a big deal. I really like the packaging. I like the way it looks. It's not a massive deal. It's just something to keep in mind if you are thinking of purchasing the palette. Now onto the Jeffree Star brush collection, X Morphe, the second drop. This is what you get. I love this. I think it's way better than this one. I think it feels a lot more luxurious considering that it's just a PVC bag. 10 eye brushes in here. You get a blending brush, a faux hair blending brush, a crease brush, eyebrow brush with the spoolie on the end. You get an eyeliner brush, another blending brush, a crease brush, again, a packer brush, which is definitely, I think would definitely be perfect for cutting the crease. Also get a like flat kind of brush that you can blend with, as well as a other packer brush. So you do get quite a large variety in the collection. I got this for £30 off Morphe because it was doing a Labour Day sale. It's usually £40, which may seem expensive to most people, but if you really check out Morphe brushes, each individual brush can range from £3.50 to £8. So I think you are definitely getting a good price for this. So instead of rambling on, which I did in my first ever video, I'm going to do my eyes first because I don't want to risk getting any pigment onto my foundation because it's a pain in the arse to take off. So I'm going to start with the palette first. Let's get started. What I'm going to be using first is a Conceal and Hydrate from Revolution. This is a new concealer. It does hydrate your under eyes. So I'm going to cut out my eyebrows and use this as a eye base. Oh, you're already getting on my tits, Mitchell. Oh, I cut that perfectly, hunty cunty cunt. Now that I have cut out my... Now that Now that I've laid down the base for my eyeshadow, I now need to decide what I want to do. This is the tricky bit. I honestly don't know what to do. Give me a minute. I've checked Instagram and saw like some inspiration for the Mmmmitchell palette, but I'm just like stuck on what to do. He recreated what Mmmmitchell and Lipstick Nick did on Jeffree Star in Jeffree Star's recent video. So I've decided that I think I'm going to do that look today. I can do this. I can do this. I think I can do this. So first of all, I'm going to be picking up Manchester on the Mmmmitchell palette. And look at that pigment. Top of the excess because I do not want too much on my eye. So I'm going to start by doing this very high up near my brow because Mmmmitchell is definitely known for doing his eye looks really, really high. We're going to start off with this yellow and let's see how it goes. I've changed my brush. I'm going to be using the JS8 brush to pack on the yellow and blend that bitch out. Oh, so I've now laid down Manchester, the yellow shade. It takes a bit of packing to put on because obviously it is a pressed pigment, so you are expected to pack on the shade and then blend it out. Using this JS8 brush instead of using the JS5 brush, I noticed that this brush is definitely a lot better for packing on and blending everything out. As you can see, like it's definitely blended out. Sorry, I've got the shakes. I haven't ate still, I've got the shakes. But it's definitely like really good for blending out. So I'm really impressed. First impressions of the JS8 brush, definitely worth it. With the JS5 brush, it's not scratchy, but it's a bit more rougher than the synthetic brush. So just keep that in mind when you are wanting to purchase the Jeffree Star brush set. Now, picking up the JS9 brush, I'm going to dip into Morning Glory, which is a very, very beautiful pink shade. Do you see that? Do you see that? Do you see this pink? Morning Glory really killed it. Now, as again, I did have to pack it on and then blend it out. And now I'm going to take the JS8 brush again and blend the pink and the yellow together. Okay, now that I have blended out the pink and the yellow together, it has kind of created like a little bit of an orange here. But I'm not too mad about that because it kind of makes it look better. But do you see that pink? Do you see how vibrant that pink is? Do you see how vibrant that pink is? Like, sis, we really came through. Now I'm going to pick up the JS12 brush and I'm going to add a bit of Morgan and just to deepen up the pink a little bit because we are going to be cutting the crease anyway. I'm picking up JS9. Again, I'm going to add some more pink to blend out the pink and the purple together. I don't like these brushes already. I really don't. Now, I am having trouble blending the purple and the pink together. I don't know if it's the Jeffree Star brush or if it is the eyeshadow, but you can notice that it's not really blended together very well. So I'm going to pick up this brush again, the JS8 brush, and then see if that blends it out better. I'm going to mix the two pigments together. I'm going to mix Morgan and Morning Glory together to see if that helps to blend it out. Okay, so I have blended out the pink and the purple together. It's kind of gone a deeper purple than in the actual palette, which I don't really mind, but it did take a little bit of blending. But let's just move on. I'm going to take Macaroni and I'm going to deepen up the yellow. Ah, my leg's gone dead. Now that I have blended out all of the shades, the purple and the pink were kind of hard to blend now. I don't know if that is the brushes or if it's the palette itself. I may have to use the same colours with different brushes to see if that may be the reason why it's not working. But let's move past that. Now I'm going to cut my crease and then apply all of the other colours, and then my foundation, and then the colours on the under eye. Just a lot of shit that I've got to do. Once again, I'm going to go back in with my Conceal and Hydrate Concealer from Revolution, and I'm going to be cutting it with a concealer brush. I'm going to be cutting it with the JS10 concealer brush, I would call it. Just going to apply it on the back of my hand and go from there. And with this, because Mitchell usually conceals really like high up when he's cutting someone's crease, I'm going to do the same. This JS10 brush cuts your crease perfectly. Like, it is so tapered. It's, perfect crease brush for when you want to cut your crease. Definitely would recommend this brush. Now the crease is finally cut. I'm going to apply the other eyeshadows. Let's hope this goes well. So for this, I'm going to use the JS11 brush, and I'm going to go in with Shmoney, which is a beautiful, beautiful green, and we're going to see how it goes. Look at that. That is literally neon. Can I just say something? Mitchell, this shade is everything. Everything. You killed it. You really killed it. Look at that. That green packed on perfectly. I'm so impressed. This JS11 brush is perfect for packing on your shades. I'm going to use it again, but with Mist, which is a beautiful, like, ocean blue. A little bit of fallout, which is normal. I'm not too mad about it. See, that's the reason why I haven't done my foundation first. And I'm going to blend out the blue and the green together using the JS6 brush, which is quite flat on each side, but I feel like this will be perfect to blend with and get a nice, seamless blend. What I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to blend out Shmoney and Mist, the green and the blue, with a kind of teal green, just so it's a lot easier for me to blend, and we can try out that shade as well. Wow, look at that. Now I'm going to go back in with a bit of Shmoney and go over the top, because the teal colour kind of goes in with the blue, and then the green is just like left out. And I'm going to add a little bit of Mmmmitchell, which is a darker, more navy, just so I can get a bit more blue on there. I'm going to take Mist once again, which is the blue, and blend this bitch out. It looks a bit patchy on camera, but it's not. I'm going to be doing that with the JS6 blending brush. We are going to grab a little bit of Morgan, which is a beautiful purple. I really like the story behind the shade, because it's to do with his friend that sadly passed away, his like school friend. And like it's really nice that he's kind of like paying homage to his like best friend. I've noticed that this purple is a little bit patchy. It's kind of not really grabbing to this part of the eye. I'm going to keep on packing on to see if I can get as much as a colour. The purple and the pink aren't just, they just really aren't blending in together. And it's like, what is happening? And I've tried to like cover it up, and I've tried to conceal over it, but it's still there, and it's just not covering it up. And when I tried to cover it up with a little bit more, you know what, moving on. I'm moving on. So taking the concealer brush once again, I am going to go in with Minty. This really, really beautiful. It's beautiful. It's like a beautiful minty. Okay, so I'm just going to do the other half camera, stick on my base, and then we will complete this eye look, and I will give my final thoughts on the palette and the brushes. Okay, so now that I have my base laid down, now I'm going to complete the eye look. So we are going to do the under eyes, and then we're going to do the absolute rest of the face. So we are basically just going to take the crease shades and put them under here. So I'm going to be taking the JS12 brush once again, and I'm going to do the under eyes. So we're going to pick up Morgan on the brush and start. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you actually... Morphe? You'll be hearing from my lawyers. Let's just keep going. In fact, I'm going to take this brush, the AS13, because that one, I need to contact Morphe, and they will definitely be hearing from my lawyers, even though I don't even have one. Taking up Manchester, and that on the inner corner, like so. I'm going to do the pink. So I'm going to take the Jeffree Star from the last collection. This is the JS3 brush, and to play it safe, I'm going to take Milkshake, which is a pale kind of pink, and start from there, and then if it needs deepening up, I will go back in with Morning Glory. So I'm just going to lay this down as the base, and then going with the deeper pink. Now we are going to go in with Morning Glory, tap off a lot of excess and just start blending. Once again, taking the JS8 brush and doing it under my eye. And now for the other side, doing the same thing. Cheeks as well, just so we can use that as kind of like a blush as well. Okay, so now that that is done, I'm going to pick up my JS6 brush from the last collection, and I'm going to add Muffin, which has like a pinky pearlescent to it, and add that as a highlight on the cheeks. Now let's add some lashes, and this look will be done, and I will give my final thoughts on the palette and the brushes. Okay guys, and here is the finished look. Now, tried to put on my lashes, sis just was not having none of it, so I'm just going to leave it before I end up breaking it. But here is the finished look. It's alright. I like it, it's fine. So, let's get on to my final thoughts. Now, I like them, and I don't like them. I like the way they feel, some of the brushes. Some of them can be scratchy, but that's just normal because they're real hair. But this is what I don't like. I don't like how the bristles come apart. That one's fine because it's synthetic. All the synthetics are fine. It's the real hair on how the strands just come apart. That is like normal anyways. Now, obviously, we've got this situation going on. That doesn't mean that it's going to happen to you. I think it was just a manufacturing error. I'm not too mad about it. I can just glue it on myself. But for £40 and like $42, would I recommend them? Yes and no. If you need them, if you need some more brushes, buy them. If you like Jeffree Star, buy them. But if you have enough brushes and you don't need any more brushes, then I don't think that these will be for you anyway, because they're they're just normal brushes really, just with Jeffree Star on it. So I do recommend these and I don't at the same time. It depends on your needs and whether you need them or not. If you need them, buy them. If you don't need them, then you're not really missing out on much. Coming to the palette. The palette. I like it. I actually really do like it. I don't really have a huge opinion on this yet because I've tried it, but some of the shades work, some of the shades didn't. On this side, it was a lot easier to blend out the colours. So the colours are easily blendable and they are very, very pigmented and are true to the colour in the pan. None of them are really that streaky apart from when I had a situation here, but I didn't really have a situation here. One thing I can say is the Morgan shade and the Morning Glow, which is the bright pink and like the kind of dark purple, they are hard to blend. The yellow and the green, the blue and the dark blue, they were really easy to blend, like especially on this side. Look, see how blended it is. So I do recommend this palette, definitely. It has lots of different kind of shades in here. Like if you look, you've got a whole row of yellow and you have this lovely shimmer yellow, which is actually beautiful. Oh, there you go. So yes, I would recommend this palette. I definitely think if you do need some more colours or you're like kind of bored of your recent palettes, I think that you should definitely pick this up because it has bright colours and it has muted colours and you can kind of mix them two together. I'm obsessed with this Mardy shade. It's very forest green and I really am obsessed with it. So I do think that this palette is definitely worth it. I mean, it's £30 for 30 shades. 8 shimmers, 22, no, 8 shimmers, 22 mattes. There we go. Yes, definitely would recommend the Mmmmitchell palette. I'm undecided on, like I said, I'm undecided on the Jeffree Star brush set. As I said, if you need them, you need them. If you don't need them, then you don't need them. That's all I have to say on the subject. Period, Paul. Anyways, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's a whole ass mess, and I can guarantee when I'm editing this, I probably won't even post the video. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and really liked this look. I tried my best. I do kind of like it, to be honest. It's very festival. Very festival. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, can you please give it a big fat juicy thick thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe if you aren't already and leave a nice positive comment down below. Or if you feel you need to criticise, make sure you leave some constructive criticism because I'm always open to bettering myself because everybody can better themselves in whatever way, shape or form. Anyways, I'm going to stop rambling. I'm going to leave and I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Goodbye. Mwah.